The following is a class on the Srimad Bhagavatam, 5th Canto, 5th Chapter, text number 19, given by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, recorded on the 7th of November, 1976, in Vrindavan, India.
Idam shariram mama bhuvipavyam Tatvam ime hridayam yatra dharma Krishne krito me yada dharma ara Ato imam rishabham brahurarya Idam shariram mama durvibhavyam Sattvam hime hridayam yatra dharma Krishne krito me yada dharma ara Ato imam rishabham prahurarya. Translation. My transcendental body, Satchidananda Vigraha, looks exactly like a human form, but it is not a material human body. It is inconceivable. I am not forced by nature to accept a particular type of body. I take on a body by my own sweet will. My heart is also spiritual, and I always think of the welfare of my devotees. Therefore, within my heart can be found the process of devotional service, which is meant for the devotees. Far from my heart have I abandoned irreligion, or adharma, and non-devotional activities. They do not appeal to me. Due to all these transcendental qualities, people generally pray to me as Rishabhadeva, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the best of all living entities.
idam shariram mama vidvibhavyam sattam hi meri jayam yatva dharma pristhiti kumi taladharmayara apohi mamadi savam prabhuajya. So, God, whether impersonal or personal, that we cannot conclude by our speculation. It is not possible. Durvibhavam means beyond your conception, beyond your speculation. But he says that idam shariram, he has got the word. He is not impersonal. He comes sometimes as incarnation. We can see Krishna with 2 hands, 2 legs, 1 head. Venum karnam tang aravinda dalayataksam varahavatam samasitam vidasundara. This is described in the Vedic literature. He has 2 hands and he is playing on flute. He has got the peacock feather on his head. It is not imagination. The Krishna Archamurti, it is not imagination, as rascals say, that they have imaginated an idol. This is not idol worship. This is actually, several times explained, that here is Krishna, personal, present. We should always think like that, not that it is idol worship. But Durvibhavam means although he is present, the less intelligent class of men, they will think that they are worshipping one statue. But that is not possible. You do not know what is the form of the Lord, because your present senses are imperfect. Atasya Krishna namadi nabhavedyayam indriyai. The Lord's name, His form, His pastime, nabhavedyayam indriyai. Our present senses are unable to conceive. That like the soul is there within the body, but nobody can see where is that soul. Similarly, God is also within this body, but nobody can see. It is specifically mentioned. Ishvara sarvabhutanam vidyese arjuna tishthati. The Lord is situated in everyone's heart, but find out the heart, where is God? There is, but he cannot see. Atasya Krishna navami indriya. Present senses are unable to see. You have to prepare your eyes, just like with cataract. You cannot see anything. You have to undergo surgical operation. Then you see. That surgical operation process is bhakti. Sarvapati vinirmuktam tatparatena nirmalam rishikena rishikesa sevanam bhakti Rishikesa sevanam. If God has no form, how he is Rishikesh and how we can serve with our senses? Rishikena Rishikesha Sevanam, that is bhakti. So, God has form, but it is inconceivable by us. But from the Shastra, we can understand what kind of body God has. Just like in the Brahma Samhita, it is explained, Angani yasya sakalandriyavrittimanti pasyanti kmanti kalayanti chiram jaganti ananda chinmaya sadujjala vigrahasya ananda sadujjala vigraha govinda madhivijam. Now it is inconceivable. Angani yasya sakalandriyavrittimanti. Now we have got this understanding that we can see with our eyes. But God can not only see with His eyes, He can eat with His hands. That is inconceivable. We shall think how it is possible that one can eat with his eyes. The Shastra says, Angani yasya sakalendriya vrittimanti. Just like we offer foodstuff to the deity. And the atheist will say, oh, you have offered this so much nice foodstuff, but he has not eaten, it is there, lying there. But he does not know that God has his indriyas, sakalendriya vrittimanti. As soon as he sees the foodstuff is offered, he has it. That they do not know. This is inconceivable. Unless you accept the inconceivable energy of the Lord, there is no question of God. So, he can eat by seeing. Annani yasya sakalandriya vrittimanti pasyanti kmanti kalayanti chiram jalam. He can offer you blessing, everything, by one anga, by one part of his body. He can do everything. This is inconceivable. Abhutkhaya. Therefore, another name of God is called Abhutkhaya. Akhaja jnanam avakrita. Our knowledge is sense perception. Sense perception is akhaja jnana. That is not actual. Achinta. Therefore, we have to accept in that. Idam Srilam. But he has his body. He has his body. And because we cannot conceive, he, out of his causeless mercy, he presents himself in a form which we can see. That is Archa-vidya, Archa-mukti. A Vigraha, Archa means the form which we can worship. If God is impersonal, Abhatya Sattva-chetasam, Klesha-adhikamasthesam. If we accept God as impersonal, he is not impersonal. He says, Idam Sariram. He is personal. But our present senses cannot perceive. That is it. Therefore, out of his causeless mercy, he has appeared in a form which you can see, you can touch, you can grace, you can offer garland, you can offer food, to accept your service. That is God's mercy. Don't think that because God mercifully has come before me in a form which we can perceive, which we can see, which we can serve, not that he is not God. That is rascal. God is God. Otherwise, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, as soon as he entered the Jagannath temple immediately fainted. Does it mean he made a fun? No. He saw the Supreme Personality of Godhead present there. So he requires eyes to see. But that eyes, you have to prepare. What is that eyes? Preman churita bhakti nilochane. No? You have to apply eyes ointment. Just like there is some medicine, eye ointment, which you apply, you can see very distinctly. Similarly, that ointment is preman. If you develop love for God, just like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he is in ecstasy, always in love. He can see. Similarly, if you develop your love for God, then he can see. Premanjana churita bhakti vilochane. This premanjana, this ointment of love, is bhakti. In the Bhagavad Gita, it is bhaktya mam abhijanati javan jaschami tattva. Tattva, not superficial, actual, what he is. They do not understand through bhakti, not any other process. Krishna does not say that you can bhakta, not bhakta, but jnana. There are jnanis, there are yogis. No. We cannot understand Bhagavan. Therefore, Bhagavan says, Manusyanam sahasreshu pasti jagati siddhaya jagatam siddhyanam kosti dhistimam bhavat. Even persons who are already siddha, perfect, gaining yogis, they are also unable to see me. Each one has by good fortune, the yogis, the jnanis, come in contact with the bhakta. Then, by the mercy of the bhakta, by the mercy of Krishna, he can see. Otherwise, duddhya tijang sarirang mama. The Supreme Personality says, mama, my body, I have got my body. But duddhya, bam. So, we have to understand God as he says. Don't imagine, don't speculate. That is useless. Panthastu koti sapavassa sampragamya vayorthapi manaso nipungavana sappastija prabhudasina abhichinta tatte govindamadi bhujam abhichinta. A good vibhava, the same thing. Even if you try to understand God or want to go to God, by airplane, and the speed of the mind, not ordinary speed. Mind speed, you can imagine, you are sitting here and 15,000 miles away, New York. You can immediately see your room there. This is mind speed. Immediately, within a second, just imagine how much the mind is speeding. Mind is subtle. Everyone, you have got mind, I have got mind, but I cannot see your mind, you cannot see my mind. Subtle. This is material. The sky, ether, we cannot see, but we can perceive. When you press the sky like this, there is sound, you can understand, here is sky. But mind, you cannot see, still subtle. Indriyani pararahu, indriya bhaparamana, manifestu karo buddhi, with this puja power. So the soul is so subtle. You cannot see sky. And still finer is the mind. Still finer is intelligence. And still finer is soul. So how can you see? With your gross eyes, there is not possible. Therefore, they are delusion. How the soul is being transferred from one body to another. They see the gross body. Krishna says, Na hannate hannamane sariri patha dehantara prapti. By doctors, medical men, scientists, they cannot see. Where is the soul? How the soul is transmigrating? These are all durvibhavya incomes. That we have to hear the authorities from Krishna. There is soul, there is Atma, there is transmigration, and everything what is spoken in this Shastra, they are fact, but we do not concern Shastra. We become scientists, we become philosophers, with gross understanding, dull understanding, poor understanding. How you can understand yourself and God? So there is no question of self-realization by your gross understanding. You have to understand by hearing. Therefore, to get real knowledge is not by the eyes and senses, but by the ear. Therefore, Vedic knowledge is called Shruti. You have to receive knowledge, Shruti. Tadvidyanatham sa gurumeva vigache. Right. The Guru means who is fully aware of the Shruti. Shruti, one who has perfectly listened to his Guru. Shruti, Brahmanistha. And by hearing only, he has become Brahmanistha. Without any doubt. Yes, there is power. Yes. We have to approach such person who has perfectly listened to his Evam Parampara Praptam, Imam Raja Sayadu. So by Shruti, by hearing oral reception, this guy, there is practical example. Suppose you are sleeping and somebody is coming to do some harm, to kill you, but another person is warning you, please get up, somebody is coming to kill you, somebody. But you do that because while other senses are practically dead, the ear is working. By hearing, you can get up. This is practice. So at the present moment, we are sleeping in the darkness. Therefore, to get knowledge, we have to use our ears. Srila. Therefore, to enter into the devotional service, one has to use this ear. Srila. Srila Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam. And Srila about her. Srila about Vishnu. Srila is not of others. Srila, they say, you can hear anything. No. Srila Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam Padasevanam Archanam Vandanam Dasam Sakham Maham Nivedanam. This is process. Tadvidyanatham sagurumeva vigache. Sodhyam Brahmanishtam. These are the injunctions. Adu Buddhasram. Sadhamma Pichya. Sadhu Marganugamanam. These are the process. So, Vishwadev said that I have got my body, Idam Sarinam. When he appeared to to solve our problem, whether God is personal or impersonal. Impersonal is there is no doubt. But what is that impersonal? Maya tatamidam sarvam jagat abhaktam murtina. That is impersonal. But is Maya by me? That means his energy. His energy is distributed throughout the whole creation, cosmic manifestation. But he is still there. Maya, unless he is there, not there, because he is spread everywhere. Vasudeva, Sarvamiti. It does not mean he is finished. That is material understanding. And materially, if you take a piece of paper and make it in small pieces and throw it, then the original paper is no longer exists. That is material concept. But spiritual conception, Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. That is spiritual. If you take 7% God from God, still he is 7%. That is Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Ishavasmi. Krishna says, the Maya, in my another feature, Vasudeva feature, Maya Padamidam Sarvam. Everything is God, but everything is not God. That is explained by God. Maya Padamidam Sarvam Jagat Abhaktam Masthani Sarvabhutani Lahante. The Mayavadis, the profound knowledge, they say, why you are worshipping God here? He is everywhere. He is everywhere. He is in the temple also. But there is not in it. He is everywhere except in it. Don't go to the temple. This is just like that. If God is everywhere, why is not in the temple? So this is their knowledge, core part of knowledge. Alpha-Vedas. Alpha-Vedas. Abhijananti manamurha. So God has form, but he is Satchidananda Vigraha. He is not, when it is said, the Nirakar, no form, that does not mean that he has no akar. The akar or the form which we understand, he hasn't got that form. He is Satchidananda Vigraha. Otherwise, how you can accept your offerings? Krishna says that Patram Puspam Phalam Toyam Juni Bhaktyapajiksati Tadaham Asnani. He says, I eat. So if he has no mouth, how can eat? Therefore, the Vedic literature informs her the Pasati Achakku, he sees, but he has no eyes. When the Vedic literature says that he has no eyes, that means he has no eyes like us, but he has got eyes, otherwise how he sees? Pasati achakku sinati aparna. He can hear, otherwise what is the use of offering prayer? Yes, he hears. But aparna, not that he has got ears like you. He is in the Vaikuntha, many millions and trillions miles away, but still here offering here, Govindamadi Kuntam. He is hearing. He is here. Sarvatra, Panipadasta. These things should be understood. And because we do not understand everything, we try to test with our limited understanding. Therefore we do not believe in the activities of the Lord, and we are deceived in that way. God is all-powerful, but when we hear that God, at the age of 7 years old, he lifted the Govardhan hill, immediately he dismisses, oh, this is not my suggestion. Why? If he has got inconceivable power, he is all powerful, is it very difficult for him to lead people over than him? No, we don't believe in God. Even if we believe, we want to believe in our own way. That is bhavya, consider, but he is doing bhavya. You cannot consider. Two contradict things. Just like here Krishna says, Vishadri, that sattam hini hridayam jatra dharma. The dharma and adharma, they are two contradictory things. But he is the source of dharma and adharma both. Janmadasya jata. Adharma which he hates, that is also coming from God. Janmadasya jata. That is explained here. Pristhe kitomi dad adharma ahara. So adharma is also there in God, on the back side. Is there any difference between back side and front side? Observant, absolute? No. So these things have to be understood. The both dharma and adharma, they are coming from the origins of Jato Vaimani Bhutani Jana. Everything is coming from. So dharma and adharma, that is duality. Duality understanding within this material world. In the spiritual world, there is no such thing. The dharma and adharma is the same thing, because the same source. This to be understood from right sources, right person, then we can understand. But he comes, Krishna comes out of his causeless mercy to inform us. Not only Krishna, many other incarnation of Krishna, just like Rishabdev, he is also incarnation of Krishna. He is explaining himself. So we should take advantage of understanding the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the Absolute Truth, from the Absolute Truth. Don't speculate. Speculation has no meaning. So we have got this instruction of the Supreme Personality of Godhead in the Bhagavad Gita. So if we are serious about understanding about God, then we can hear from Him, and whatever He says, whatever He instructs, we take it. Then our life will be successful. And if we speculate, Panthastu koti satavatsasam, atasya Krishna namadi navave saidam indri, sevanmukhi jivhagam sameva suratasam. This is the process. You must be ready to surrender to Him, you must be ready to render service unto Him, then our spiritual life will be revived. At the present moment, we are covered by the material conception of life. I am this body, I am Indian, I am American, I am Brahman, I am Kshatri. These are all designations. Sarvapati vinimukta. When you become free from the old designation, you become purified, then you can develop your love for God. Rishikesh or Rishikesh. Sevanam Bhakti Ruchati. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So Prabhupada was discussing on this shloka, idam shariram mama durva bhavyam sattvam hi me hridayam yatra dharma prishte krito me yad adharma arad ato hi mam rishabam prahur arya. So Prabhupada started with people think about God in their own way, and he was explaining about what is the meaning of durvibhavyam. Yes,
beyond your conception, beyond your speculation.
yes. And Prabhupada started the discussion with one point in this regard.
God, whether impersonal or impersonal, that we cannot conclude by our speculation.
Hari Bol. So Prabhupada is telling next that idam shariram. Rishabdev is telling that he has got his body. He is not impersonal. And he sometimes comes as an incarnation so that we can see him. So then he quoted a shloka from Brahma Samhita to show he accepts a form which we can understand and reciprocate.
Kandarpakoti Venum Kanantamarvidalayataksham Varharvatam Samasitam Buddha Sundarangam Kandarpakoti Kamaniya Visheshobham Govindamadi Purushottamam.
Hari Bol. So Prabhupada quoted this shloka to bring out a very important point. What is that point he wanted to bring out in regards to Durvibhavyam? Yes, Raghavakri Prabhu.
Prabhupada was telling that it's not some imagination, Lord's form is not imagination. So all the details are there. Like he has peacock feather, he has flute. So all the different details are there. That's how it's not imagination actually.
Yeah. So Prabhupada told, this is not idol worship. It is not a statue. It is recommended in scriptures. Hari Bol. Lord accepts a form which is apparently material. So he quoted a shloka from Chaitanya Charitamrit, which is also there in Nectar of Devotion, to tell something about our nature by which we cannot understand Lord.
अतः श्री कृष्ण नामादि ना भवेद ग्राह्यम इंद्रिय सेवन मुखे ही जुवादो स्वयमेव ही स्फुरति यदा.
So, what is that thing? Why we have quoted this?
Prabhupada quoted that with our imperfect senses we can't understand Krishna's name, form and pastimes.
Okay, Hari Bol. So Prabhupada quoted two analogies to explain how we cannot understand God. One is regarding ourselves and another is regarding some defect in our body. Two analogies. Yes, true.
Prabhupada quoted that we as we have imperfect senses, so we can't pursue God. We have to prepare our eyes to see God. Like cataract. He quoted disease of cataract.
Hari Bol. And what is another analogy? Okay, you're almost close. Just like soul is there within the body, but nobody can see where is soul. Similarly, God is also within this body, but nobody can see God. Hari Bol. So continuing with this cataract, Prabhupada made a very, very profound point by which we can see God. And quoting a shloka from, again, ISKCON. Yes, Andhra.
Said we need operation, surgical operation. There only he said also Sarvopadi Vinirmuktam. Sarvopadi Vinirmuktam Tatpara.
Yes.
Read from designation.
Haribo. So because we have cataract in your eyes, we have to undergo surgical operation. This surgical operation is bhakti, and to back up this point, Prabhupada quoted Sarva Upadi Vinirmuktam Tat Paratvena Nirmalam. Then he concluded with Rishikesha Sevanam Bhaktir Uchyate. So if God has no form, then how can we call him as Rishikesh? And how we can have our senses and how we can serve him. So again, to make it bring out this point very wonderfully, God is Durvibhavyam and he has a form. But why present day people can't understand his form? He quoted a shloka from Brahma Samhita. What is that shloka? Again the same point. Durvibhavyam. Yes. Arjuna Shilpo.
Panthastakoti Satavatsara Sampragamya Vayo Rathapi Manaso Manupundivana So api asti prapadya simin abhichinta tattve govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. The Prabhupada said here achinta tattve, so achintya is a durvibhavyam.
It comes little later.
Brahma Samhita.
What you have told is right, because the concept is of Durvibhavyam, it's about inconceivable. So this is third point which Prabhupada speaks about. Before that he speaks about yes, Prahlad Kanpur.
Angani yasaklende vrittimanti pashyanti pante kalayanti chiranganiti. Means the God can eat, that is inconceivable. Even by eyes, by seeing, he can honor.
Yeah.
And walk and two things is.
So Lord can see with his eye. We can see with our eyes, but Lord can do any activity with any of his limbs. And this cannot be understood by impersonalists or materialists. So this is inconceivable. Unless we accept the inconceivable energy of the Lord, there is no question of God. So this is the point which Prabhupada made by this quoting the shloka, that Lord has an achintya feature, and without understanding this, as on the material plane, we can't understand God. So at the end of this conclusion, Prabhupada brought out a very special name of the Lord based on this inconceivable feature of the Lord on the material platform. Yes? Yes. Hari Bol. Then Prabhupada told, Adokshaj means Akshaja Jnanam Adakrita. Our knowledge is based on sense perception. And because of sense perception means Akshaja Jnanam. So, to reciprocate with us, Lord does something special because of this. Prabhupada quoted that. हमको हमारे साथ संबंध बढ़ाने के लिए, क्योंकि हम यहाँ पे फंसे हैं, इसके लिए भगवान कुछ करते हैं. Yes, Manishru.
Because we cannot conceive the form of the Lord, Lord comes in the form of Archa.
Haribol. So out of his causeless mercy, he presents himself in a form which we can see, that is Archa Vigraha. Although he has an impersonal form, but this is merciful form. And then Prabhupada came to the point in the shloka, Idam Shariram. Because Lord is telling Idam Shariram, he accepts a form which apparently appears to be material, so that we can reciprocate with it. Then he was explaining about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu entering Jagannath temple. So he asked a question, does it mean he made a fun? Yes or no? Then what point Prabhupada brought out of it? Prabhupada brought a very, very wonderful point. Some new hands. Yes, Nisar Prabhu.
Prabhupada said there that as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saw the Lord himself in the form of Jagannath, and that's why he became unconscious. But when we see, we don't have that prema. We quoted the verse Premanjana Churita Bhakti Vilochanena. So we don't have that environment of love of Godhead. That's why we cannot conceive the Lord.
Haribo! If you develop love for God, just like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he is in ecstasy, always in love, he can see. Similarly, if you develop your love for God, then we all can see. That is what Prabhupada made a point from this. Then he came to the point, because Lord is Durvibhavyam, that is the reason Jnanis and Yogis, they can't understand. Then he quoted a shloka from Bhagavad Gita. What is that shloka? To show the rarity of a devotee. Yes, Katham Kanand.
Gita 7 point. Manusyanam sahasreshu kashyati siddhai yadamapi siddham.
Yes. Haribol. So after quoting this shloka, Prabhupada gave a solution for Durvibhavyam, Lord. Lord is inconceivable, but how all these personalities can understand Lord? Because all these jnanis, yogis, they are on the material platform, they can't understand Durvibhavyam. So how they can understand Lord who is inconceivable? Yes, Jagdish Prabhu.
Prabhupada said, just like when we have some problem in our eyes, we put ointment in our eyes and then our vision becomes very clear. So in that way, Prabhupada said that to see God, we have to put ointment of Premanjana Bhakti Vilochana. We have to put ointment of love. Then with that love, we can see the God.
And that is what is the solution. Almost close, very close. Yes, Pratik Prabhu. What you are told is the process, but how can that be initiated?
We can see the Lord by the mercy of the devotees.
Haribo! So along with the process, the person who will give that process, combination is there. So when they come in contact with the Bhakta, then by the mercy of Bhakta, by the mercy of Krishna, they can see. Otherwise, Durvibhavyam idam shariram mama. Although Lord has got a body, but it is Durvibhavyam. We have to understand God as he says, we should not imagine. Then Prabhupada quoted, not only Lord is Durvibhavyam, even in day-to-day circle, day-to-day dealings, we see people are unaware of practical things. For example, somebody dies. He gave example of hospital. He gave example of scientists. He gave example of doctors. To make a very profound point, which is a basis of our first session of device. Our discover yourself, first to fourth session it comes. Yes, Prabhu?
Prabhupada made the point that one should take knowledge from scriptures rather than speculating.
That is the next question which I am going to ask. Yes, I'll come back to it. Yeah.
He said that we cannot see even the sky. So I am bringing a point. So then when we clap, so then we come to know the sky. Then he says that more than sky, more subtler is than mind, and then intelligence, then ego, and then soul. So we cannot see the soul.
Yes.
And the scientists they are simply with the gross knowledge, they are becoming scientists, but they have no knowledge. So Prabhupada said, Avjananti mam mudawala. So then Prabhupada mentions this point, how can we accept the existence of soul and transmigration without the knowledge of the scriptures? We cannot see it. So Prabhupada says you have to accept it.
This is the answer. Haribol. So Prabhupada quoted Bhagavad Gita, Indriyani Pararavu, to bring out the concept. We can't see gross, we can't see subtle. So what is the question of soul? But doctors, medical men, scientists, they cannot see that there is soul. how that soul is transmigrating. So that is Durvibhavyam. So inconceivable nature in terms of a living entity, inconceivable nature in terms of Lord. So to understand both this, what is the solution? So you want to understand inconceivable nature, first solution Prabhupada gave is of coming to a devotee. He gave a second solution. After coming meeting a devotee, what we should do? Yes, Prabhu.
Hearing करना चाहिए.
Yeah. So there is no question of self-realization by your gross understanding. You have to understand by hearing. Hari Bol. And what is the qualification of the devotee? Prabhupada quoted from Mundaka Upanishad. Two qualifications he quoted. If you can quote a shloka, that will. Yes, Antavipur.
तद विज्ञानार्थम सगुरुमेव विगच्छेत and Shrotriyam Brahmanishtam. So he has also heard and perfected, gone beyond doubts, and he has become Brahmanishta. He has become fixed in.
Hari Bol. So we'll end with two questions. Prabhupada told about when we sleep, something is active because of which we wake up. So similarly, how this process works to wake us up from this ignorance. Yes, Nisarpu. He explained about the process. First he told about the Sangha, then he told what should be done. First limb, then he told about the whole process. That shloka I quoted.
Prabhupada told that as when we are sleeping and someone comes to kill us, so if someone shouts that someone is coming, then we can wake up. Though we are sleeping, but still our ears are working. So in the same way, now also we are sleeping in the darkness. So if we want to wake up, we have to hear from the Guru and from the Shastra. Then we can wake up that what we are and what we are.
Hari Bol. So Prabhupada concluded with, yeah. So Prabhupada concluded with Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam Padasevanam Archanam Vandanam Tasyam Sakyam Atma Nivedanam. So in this way Prabhupada quoted, our Lord is Durvibhavyam and he is Achintya, he could be understood by Bhakti. Srila Prabhupada ki Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki